Then I have been a diplomat. If you want to go to that sector, for 10 years. Representing Uganda in 5 countries. China, Vietnam, Cambodia, North Korea, and Laos. As a defense attaché.
Then why would people question your credentials?
It's their problem. It's their problem. You see here people authoritatively talk about something that they don't even understand about. Because they speak a lot of English with no sense at all.
Because up to now, it is still...
They think I should also go to this social media and also cry. I am like this. No. If you want to know, come here. If you don't want, stay there. I will stay at my place.
Maybe they want you to show them some
to show what?
Some of your
To show what? I don't talk like Kasuku. OGs are there.
Because when...
I have finished my international relations degree now at Nkumba University. Yes. I'm about to graduate. So what is the problem?
They said no, actually what you're presenting, that you went to the military course, that was way back before the National Council of Higher Education.
Who says? Is it my UPDF? Is it the National Council of Higher Education? Who other has an authority over my papers other than the other ones? There is a body that they should contact. If they are satisfied, who are you to question it?
Why is this deliberation coming with a cost?
What cost?
Recently, there were reports someone died there.
There is no free liberation. It's sacrifice. Sacrifice means, you see, also that person who died, and I know, sacrifice also comes with cost. There is no free democracy, it was free liberation. However, that man, he was also trying to show that he is still strong in the village. You see, using goons to attack soldiers to remove their guns. How do you do that?
Have you heard the voices calling that the President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is the problem of this country, and he needs to first step aside, and then maybe things will work out? Have you heard about that, and what's your response?
President Museveni is stepping aside, and we bring Chagurani.
And whoever.
Who? Tell me who.
General Rwashande.
Me.
With all your ideas.
Me. I need a leader. There are people who cannot work on themselves, who can work for themselves. No. There are people who should be guided. I want to tell you that the day President Museveni will not be in this country, that's when you would even want to leave that radio and go home.
General, are you not...
I am telling you, if you see how authoritatively people talk about issues of leadership, they think it is a simple thing. No, it's not. And you can see there is when a country is there for an individual. If you see this UPDF without Museveni, they can also be like UNLA. But there's somebody who can say no. That's why at most of the time these people, whoever they were going to demonstrate this opposition, they could first ask whether President Museveni is around, because he's the one who can say, please don't kill them, leave them.
Hey.
So President Museveni is, I don't know, people should talk about it, but may have not seen any other person. Maybe young people are coming up. But these old ones, Chagurani, Mazuma,
So what could be the best solution, supposing...
But the solution for what? Do we need that solution now?
Honorable,
no,
General,
let me tell you, systems will build themselves. The party which is there will have a leader in the future.
Not now.
For example, if we have, for example, General Muhoozi as our next guarantor of national and personal security. You can see how he's controlling. He has fought corruption. in UPDF, it had started now to enter. He's silencing it. What we had failed to build when we were there for all these years, he's building now the biggest headquarters in Uganda here. They are finishing up down the hospital.
In Mbuya.
In Mbuya. The hospital had delayed there, I don't know for how many years. He's finishing it and going to start to operate. He has gone to all these operations the way they are being run. You can hear some silence. That means that there is somebody in charge. Then we are happy for what is happening for us who know actually the circles of the military. Me, for example, I for one, I'm happy. At least tackle other people, other departments can be corrupt, but not the army.
All right, thank you very much, dear viewers. My name is Daniel Mugoya. Once again, this is a special broadcast. And with me here is General Emmanuel Rwashande. General Emmanuel Rwashande has become so popular of recent, especially in the politics in Zimbabwe. So as the national broadcaster, of course, we didn't want such a person to be swept under the carpet. So we decided that we can also as well look out for him. General, welcome to UBC TV and say hello to the viewers.
Thank you, UBC. Thank you, viewers.
Yeah.
UBC.
This is my first time to interact with you in my journalism field.
Yes.
And I appreciate that. First of all, I want to thank you for offering us this interview with you. I was trying to go through your background. And as a practicing journalist, I find an interesting word, and that is freedom fighter. This is something that many perceive differently. And then I want to understand it from you. How much can you remember about the liberation of this country?
Liberation is wide. There is a liberation.
Because I want to believe that getting from the angle of freedom fighter, that means there's a very great major contribution right from the days of the UNLA. And that's what I want those people who might not understand General Rwashande.
Me, I did not join UNLA. I did not join even Uganda Army. I came from school and joined Bush and the Bush struggle. This was the liberation of guns. But the liberation does not only stop at the guns level. It goes down to liberate all the cycle of human security. The security, when people talk about security, people intend to think that security is the only security of a gun. No, but when you protect, for example, the food security, is a big factor of liberation of human beings. Every human being needs food and need that security of food. To make sure that every Ugandan, everybody, everywhere, it's a right of individual to have where he can cultivate his food. So land is a very big factor. That's why it is a very big factor in the politics of Lwemiyaga. Because so many people don't have that security over their land. They have land issues. Then too, liberation goes to health security, for example. When we finished the other wars, insurgencies, counter-insurgencies, and all that we finished, then we were now tackling the basic human needs, the basic needs of human beings, which is like food, health, education, water, power, infrastructure development, where people can go and enjoy in liberated areas, in liberated country. So this is now where the struggle is. We now don't have war anywhere in Uganda, and we may not have war very soon to fight with guns in Uganda here. But the only war we have remained with is how do we compete with other East African countries, for example? How do we take services nearer to the people? If you see the government programs, where they said that in every sub-county, People must have a health center 3. There were health center 2s, now they are changing to health center 3s. Health center 3s, a secondary school, a primary school, a technical school, and a seed school at least. Then have clean water, and then road infrastructure, road network, and then power. Those are basic needs that a person needs, a person in this globalized world, where a computer is no longer an issue of people in town alone, but everywhere we can get internet, and then our people get to enjoy. People need to see this DSTV. People need to see what you are communicating, UBC. Even if you are anywhere in the corner of this country. So this is the problem of Lwemiyaga. This is not what is there. People talk about Lwemiyaga when they are here. But you need to move and see Lwemiyaga. When you reach Lwemiyaga, you know it's not in Uganda. It's not. It's another level of development.
When you talk like that, you try to monopolize it to Lwemiyaga alone. How about the whole country at large?
You see, the whole country may not be developed to the level that we want. But there are those basic needs of a human being. That it's not about development, it's the need. In order for me to live, I need a hospital. It must be there. Because anybody who is sick, where you don't have a hospital, hospital is a security, it's of its own to the people. So when people don't have that security, then they're in prison. So when you build a hospital and everybody, when you get sick, for example, and somebody gives you a drip or a tablet to cure you, then he has opened up the doors of that prison so that you can get out. So whoever don't have a hospital, he's in prison. That is insecurity of that area. Then another one is education. There is nothing that you can give to a child today other than education. Because globalization means about 3 things. Globalization means openness of the borders, free movement of people and goods, free movement of trade, free movement of capital and labor, so that you are everywhere. But what language are you going to use in order to bring all those developments? So you need to be education. Education is the big factor of development of any country today in order to fit in this globalized world. So where you find an area there is no school, then that is insecurity. 2 is the household income, for example. How people who don't have how they get money, the expenditure is more than the income, then that is insecurity. Yes, we need to organize, and people have all this. For example, in Lwemiyaga, people have a lot of food. People come, and because they don't have anywhere, any organized way of selling their food, people come and give them what they give them so that they don't have anything to do. People go and cultivate, get their foods already, but there's no market. So creating those markets for our own food in our own villages is a very big security for our own people, economically.
Now, General,
so those are the areas that we need to liberate now. This is where we need to put a lot of effort so that we can call it total liberation.
Before we look at liberating it now, how did we get to this point?
How we get to this point is that we are not similar to any other place in Uganda. I have moved around. I have been a chief of civil military cooperation in UPDF. I have been taking tare sitters, for example, in your place. There are roads. You connect from road to another one. I had never seen, in 30 years, I had never seen where you drive a car and the road stops. They say you cannot continue. This is where the road stops. Like in Rwashande, in Chera sub-county. You drive and they say, hello, stop. What has happened?
You don't need a traffic officer.
No, you don't need. You don't need. Because you don't need to be there. You don't need a traffic officer. They tell you the road stops here. It is only in Chera, in the whole world.
What do you do next?
You turn. and go. That's the end of life. So what about people who are there beyond that point? How do they get those services? How do you reach them? How do the women deliver? How do the children get treated? Because when we came here in 1986, the President Museveni said the first thing that we have to eliminate is that every child is born must live. And in order to live, he needs about 4 things. Health centers for vaccination. If he lives, he needs to go to school. So you might have to build a school. So after that, that's why they bring all these wanabagagaware.
The household income.
The household income. These are all factors that are factored in for that child to grow. That's why we have a bigger population of young people than the old ones. But it's only in Lwemiyaga where you find young people are still dying today because of lacking such a service.
Is it a matter of the maintenance? Is it a matter of all the leaders that you have been unlucky? Where is the problem?
This gentleman has been there for 25 years. There is nothing. I know he's going, but there will be nothing to remember him about. I normally give an example of Honorable Kavanda Cross. And they are telling me, so many people are arguing here on YouTube, on where that building schools is not a work for members of parliament. No, he's an implementer. He monitors. Yes, he follows. He stresses. You see that thing is being done. That's why, for example, in one Kisanja of Kavanda, Honorable Kavanda, in Kasambia, he has 7 sub-counties. There are health centers there. Because the money is there. Somebody to connect with people to build is the one who is not there. And that's the work that's my work. If that one is not done, what else am I doing in Parliament? Registration. They say, what do I registrate about if I cannot take services nearer to the people? This is what I'm talking about. These other ones, I see some people speaking a lot of English here. He said, that's not a work of member parliament. That's not what. It's a work of government. The government works through people. We are the government. I am the government. The member of parliament is the government. He passes resolutions and systems, and then those systems must be implemented to the areas where we were. It's a competition of development.
So, General, like how you've put it well, that people are saying this, some of these things we are talking about are not necessarily the functions of the member of parliament. And there are other stakeholders if development is to show cause. So why don't you think that the other stakeholders are supposed to be blamed too? Because the parliament passes finances for the whole country. They will not say, Lwemiyaga, we are sidelining you. No. And other development partners and so on. Even the president himself.
You see, when you become a representative of the people, they always expect all this from you because you are their voice to the government, to the central government, for example. Because you are the one to guide them. You are the one to tackle here and there. You don't have those friendship. Recently, when Chirhura, they built a school, one school. They invited the Right Honorable Prime Minister with a guest of honor. And they collected money and built a school and finished in 1 day. You want to tell me that is not the work? They did bad, that's not the work of a member of parliament to invite his friends to come and do something in the village? When people are saying that that's not the work of member of parliament, I get surprised. This is the role that you have to play. There has never been such a thing like that one in Lwemiyaga.
Isn't that just an added advantage? Because
that's why you are called.
In some places, some people look at it as
yes, but corruption. When you don't, why do you deny yourself that added advantage? When I told you there is no advantage at all. For example, where there is no school and you put it there, does it add value to you as a leader and the people and the area? When you don't add, does it reduce your work?
So, General, why are you trying to distance system failure from the challenges in Lwemiyaga?
I am not distancing anything, any system failure. No, the system had monitors, has monitors. The system has those who guarantee the people to do that one. They are followers, they are people who follow. You see, systems are killed by individuals. What you call a system? A system is not a machine that it takes itself. No, it is supported and killed by individuals. And those individuals, some of them are these members of parliament, I believe. And that's the problem. That's where it starts from. Who informs that the government does not have this? I think it is his role, is to get what is within the people, the views and the needs of the people, take them to parliament. Tell me one day when Ssekikuubo has ever discussed issues of Lwemiyaga on the floor of parliament. To take all these issues. How can you be the member of parliament and you are the one with 21 cases of land grabbing with your own people that represented you, that you represent in court? Now, how do you solve the land issue? They come to parliament to accuse you. Yes, they say this man has taken our land. And investigations are taking place. It's there. He has manipulated the courts, the what, because of his being in parliament. You see, it's very dangerous, first of all, for a member of parliament not to have an investment, even his own home, that is not in the area where he represents. You find him living in some boys' quarters in town.
Is it a prerequisite?
It's not a prerequisite, but the interest, the willingness of the mind is what tells the fact on the ground. It may not be a prerequisite. No, but the willingness. You see, the willingness of the mind is the one that does everything. If you didn't want to come here, you would even ring the headquarters that I have failed to get the place. But because you are willing to come and see this Rwashande, you want to see this on your TVs and your channels. It's the willingness of the mind that lets everything work. If you can have a radio that communicates most of all this, and it's not in your area, it's in Mbende, and you are a member of parliament of Lwemiyaga, but you help people of Mbende than the people you represent, then that shows the...
So in the business language, there's where we say service for service. Perhaps in Lwemiyaga you might not be having the service. What is there to be in exchange?
There is everything. For example, if you tackle the household income, for example. I have lived in China for 10 years. I was a defense attaché. I visited all the cottage industries. Simple machines. For example, I have some machines I brought to my family here. Simple, for making blocks, concrete blocks. That one, if you give it to use, for example, you don't need to tell them to build a school. They will do it for themselves. Give them what they need. Then they will do it for themselves. They have food where there is no market. Yes, that road stops at Katonga. If you can have a bridge to cross Katonga and they cross to the tarmac next is Mubende, they cross to Mbende, then they will have a way of taking their food. Even they have food, but they don't have a road to take their food and sell. So, and that is not the work of member of parliament.
Yeah,
what is the work of member of parliament? Legislation over what? Over matters of where? Over matters of development, over matters of your area, over matters of infrastructure development, over matters of the road network, over matters of schools, over matters of health centers, over matters of all sorts of human security. So what do you legislate about if you don't talk about those? And if they are not done, what? 25 years, what are you doing? Tell me, you legislation. What? Speaking a lot of English with
General, this is only one person. Do you think if he is out of office, Lwemiyaga the narrative will change?
When I am member of parliament and I am out of parliament, the other day I will be visiting ministries to be friendly to these ministers, telling me how I can do this, how can I get a tractor from the ministry, how can we get a bridge, how can we get water, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. It does not stop at legislation only.
That one could be termed as lobbying, but in the other world it is like begging. But yet we have systems that are supposed to be running.
Yes, I'm telling you the systems are done and managed by individuals. There must be someone who should do that.
Have you ever engaged the district road committees?
Yes. They have done some roads even now when I was here. I have, for example, their boreholes. They have not been working. They had a fault, about 5 of them. Each need about 15,000. They have not been working for 7 years. Recently I opened all of them. Does that need lobbying? Only guidance. This is why they elected you, to guide the people, to show them what they can do, to meet them, know their needs, discuss with them, be part of them. That's when you can know them better.
So how would it be possible that for all these 25 years, the people in Lwemiyaga have been voting
impunity? Impunity. There are murder cases, himself shooting people, and nobody talks about him. Things are there. The investigations have come out. He's going to answer. This is the problem. This is why he's making a lot of noise. He's going to answer murder cases. This is why overwhelmingly we defeated him. Even if he comes again, we are going to defeat him. Because people have seen that they can get out of it. They thought he was Alpha and Omega of Lwemiyaga. But they have seen that there is somebody who can also say, no, this is not right. If you remember, in every elections, there would be murderers.
They are investigating the authorities that can prove that.
Yes, yes, they have been proved. But no actions were taken. Yes. So people have to come out and fight for themselves. This is a simple language, a simple statement. In fact, the votes that they gave me was a statement that they are tired of the man.
General Rwashande, why does this look like a witch hunt?
Witch hunt? Do you use witchcraft in your place? We are telling you what we are lacking. We are telling you what we are lacking. We are telling you how backward we are. We are telling you the cases the man has in courts. We are telling you, I want to show you the pictures of the people he has brought goons to destroy people's homes. The pictures are here. I can show you. How do you witch hunt? There is evidence. There is this. We want to get rid of bad actions. A member of parliament using enemy actions on his own people. This is not witch hunting. The good thing I don't know these witchcrafts, where they are. I would have gone there and you also used them. You know? No, it is what people have been going through. Recently, I have an MA here, a lady. The brother was defeated him on one polling station in the last elections. And they followed him and knocked him. When he fell down, then they passed him and then they came back to finish up him. The case is there. This is not witch hunting. No, these are realities on the ground. If you can go, I will give you fuel, get a car, give you fuel, you go and travel and ask people and see how they are. People are still celebrating even up to now. Yes. People are saying, We thought God
It is a sigh of relief.
Yes, we thought, other people telling, they thought, I found one woman was crying. I said, why are you crying? And she was saying that we thought that God had forgotten us. He said that we thought God had died. Said, oh, kumbe he is still there. There was a time when he wanted to liberate us. We didn't think that we can get to this. We never thought that we're going to get out, they can get to this. So it is total, what they call total liberation. Yes.
Why is this liberation coming with a cost?
What cost?
Recently, there were reports someone died there.
There is no free liberation. It's sacrifice. Sacrifice means, you see, also that person who died, and I know, sacrifice also comes with cost. There is no free democracy, it was free liberation. However, that man, he was also trying to show that he is still strong in the village. You see, using goons to attack soldiers to remove their guns. How do you do that? That is also being an enemy of the people even you have, that you are supporters. Ordering them to remove guns from soldiers. If you want to remove my gun as a soldier, what is my last resolution? What do I take? And when you take my gun from me, what do you do? The next thing is to kill me. The security of the people starts with the security of the soldiers themselves. The soldiers have to be protected in order to protect the people. Yes, you cannot come and remove my guns. I trained, recruited, trained. Then I signed for my gun. Then I leave, I stay outside guarding you. You come out of your house after eating a lot of your posho and what. Then you come, may have not even had my breakfast, maybe. Then you come and remove my gun from me. What do you expect from me? That was a sorry thing, but it was bad. In fact, to me, I still say that Ssekikuubo is the one who killed that man.
Because the goons wanted to remove guns from...
Yeah, he's the one who brought them from Kawempe here. Purposely. He removed them from Kawempe. Got them from Kawempe. They are called Mongolia group. He was with them. If you see, the videos are here. I have them. I can show you. I can give them to you. You go and see. He said, attack them, remove. And even the magazine had fell down of one of the soldiers they were beating like a cow. And then the second soldier, I think, is the one who shot. And so the man died with a stone in
away from the goons, was it a better move to have the soldiers there?
They didn't have alternative. These are Uganda People's Defense Forces. They're in Uganda. They are not in Congo. No. They are the origin of this peace you are enjoying, of all these radios. If the people who brought peace, who are still fighting for peace, even outside the country, why do they come to Lwemiyaga and you think it is a problem? And yet, we have it in history of Lwemiyaga, that every election people must die. You normally kill people. You can see, I have a video here, I can show it to you. When they were slapping the man who was standing with, who is now the chairman of C5, Nkarubo. And the police is pocketing behind Ssekikuubo, slapping another candidate. Because he was used to that one. Now, UPDF, people were very happy to see UPDF and these police working together to protect them. That's why they came out. People are not even ready to get out and go for voting because they knew they were going to die. Not until the army came in.
How would you answer this question that you used the UPDF to intimidate people? And
I did not use. UPDF did its work. They are in their area of responsibility. They are from 1st Division. You see, some of them you ask questions when you don't know the dilemma you need. You just speak English because you know English. You don't know the deployment, the deployment of soldiers. Soldiers have deployment schedules. They deploy them according to this country has a system of intelligence gathering. They even anticipate what is likely to happen in such areas. So they go and deploy before it happens. That's what the UPDF did. So it's not Rwashande. Rwashande has his only 2 escorts as a general. I have them. As mandated by the act of UPDF. They will remove them when I die. But so long as I'm a general, I will have them. Whether you cry, whether you die, I will have.
There are claims that a whole barracks has been placed there with even a commander, so particularly
what's wrong with that? Placed where? Others are placed where? Are they not placed in Uganda? So what is the difference? Placing it in Katabi and placing it in Lwemiyaga. Is Lwemiyaga outside the country?
No.
No. If they have it tight, should they stay in the moon? No. If they have got, after all that place where they are not even near me. They are very far in Lwemiyaga. Me, I live in Ntusi. But this is a place, a government place, where they're going to build barracks for police. This is where they are. So that they can also have shelter, have where they can prepare their food, have where they can even do their admin work, so that they can guide people. And so what do you say, priest? What does priest mean? Priest. Priest is as if you were... It's not priestess. No. They were deployed there in their area of responsibility, planned by the division to go and give security to the people of Lwemiyaga. Simple. And there is no single case reported at police. There is no single in that area since when the army entered. It is only in the minds of Ssekikuubo. You go and investigate. Nothing. And I don't think that the UPDF I know that their soldiers can do something and they leave them. No. They will punish them. But I can assure you.
Have you not contributed more of division, especially in the NRM party, in the area of Zimbabwe? Division, you played the division, divisive politics there?
I have only mobilized the people to come back to the party.
Hey.
Yes, they had gone away. The other last elections, where Ssekikuubo is voting from, the voting area, in a Rwemu, this man of NUP is who? The president. Kyagulanyi.
Robert Kyagulanyi.
Got the same votes Ssekikuubo got, and they defeated President Museveni. I have now collected 200 cards of NUP from those people who voted. They have come back to the party. Yes. So I am finishing NUP there to not be there by next year. Because all these 200, I'm handing them over now to the party. I'm taking these cards to the party. So we are mobilizing people to know that the person who has been doing all these things is an individual. Ssekikuubo, we should understand him. And he has been not developing this area so that people can hate the government.
Is it a must that people who vote Ssekikuubo are supposed to vote President Museveni?
Yes, but if if he calls himself an NRM, Ssekikuubo, how can NUP vote Kyagulanyi and vote you and not vote the president whom you represent? Can NUP vote me, for example, now? And then they don't vote President Museveni, but they vote me and Kyagulanyi, and I think that is a normal thing, then there is a problem.
There are areas where NRM MPs succeeded, and President Museveni did not succeed in the last election.
Yes, but that's a problem. This is what we want to remove. If I am NRA, and NUP gives me votes, and they vote Kyagulanyi, do you really represent NRM and President Museveni in a party? Am I a party member? Do I do my things right? Then we need to go back and study what is the problem.
I think that brings us to the problem of ideology and identity.
There is no party that has a better ideology than NRM. Even today, even tomorrow, even 10 years to come. Tell me the ideology of NUP. Tell me their political program. Tell me. Do they have any? Tell me the other one. This other one is what? FDC. What do they have?
There's FDC, there's PFF.
What do they have?
In
Have
fact,
you ever seen?
there are around 30 political parties.
Yes, but tell me their ideology and political program so that people enjoy in order not to vote NRM, who are grassrooted from LC1 up to national level. What? That's not true.
I have had interviews.
It's just individuals. Let us must clear that one. It's just individuals who have their own interests that actually internally the campaign NRM. People like Ssekikuubo. That's why they are the one campaigning their own party. They are putting on a red shirt inside and a yellow one outside in order to get votes. If they don't use that yellow thing, they will not be voted in. So NRM still stands strong today, tomorrow, and in the future. There is nobody who is ready. We don't have even an opposition. No, just who's have some people running around. They are now getting money from outside, building skyscrapers. How do you bring money and build skyscrapers here in Uganda, in a place that you don't trust its security?
So, General, we are going to head a bit to the question of experience, because it is also an area where people are questioning your experience in politics. And that's why most of them were saying, no, you have just been sent to disorganize the area.
I went to the bush when I was 17 years. I know the ideology of NRM. I grew up with it. I came with it. I've been a political commissar. Recently I was working as a chief, the last one after defense attaché in China. I came here and worked as a chief of civil military cooperation. And most of that was mobilization of people, solving problems between the soldiers and civilians. I am a master of our ideology. So I am not young in this politics. A general is not young in politics. A general is a politician, is a diplomat, is all this. So I'm not young. I know what I'm doing. If you are young in all this, you cannot go and remove Ssekikuubo the way he was. I can assure you, I'm not as simple as they think.
So that's enough demonstration.
I'm telling you, it's not enough. They will see. But if you see how Ssekikuubo does,
is it because you acknowledge that Ssekikuubo?
No, it's because I have exactly told them what they have been missing. Yes, because of what I have been in throughout the years. 43 years in the army. I know all the. We have grown up with this man, this President Museveni. If you stay with him for 43 years and then you are not mature in politics, then you have a problem. Actually, the politics is only satisfy the interest of the people, give them their security, that's all. What is the problem? Then I have been a diplomat. If you want to go to that sector for 10 years, representing Uganda in 5 countries: China, Vietnam, Cambodia, North Korea, and Laos, as a defense attaché.
Then why would people question your credentials?
It's their problem. It's their problem. You see here people authoritatively talk about something that they don't even understand about. because they speak a lot of English with no sense at all.
Because up to now, it is still...
They think I should also go to this social media and also cry, I am like this, no. If you want to know, come here. If you don't want, stay there, we stay at my place.
Maybe they want you to show them some
to show what?
Some of your
To show what? I don't talk like Kasuku. Oh jeez. Oh jeez are there.
Because when...
I have finished my international relations degree now at Nkumba University. Yes. I'm about to graduate. So what is the problem?
They said no, actually what you're presenting, that you went to the military course, that was way back before the National Council of Higher Education.
Who says? Is it my UPDF? Is it the National Council of Higher Education? Who other has an authority over my papers other than the other ones? There is a body that they should contact. If they are satisfied, who are you to question it? Tell me, an individual Ssekikuubo questioning my papers, but the other ones have said, you go ahead. And that's everybody, that's where everybody passes. Is that right? And they have also, okay, you go. And I have gone. And then you hear somebody questioning, and they say, people are saying, who are those people? The bodies, the people who are supposed to clear me, have cleared me. I have been nominated. And then you're asking me, why are people saying, who are those? Let them come here, show them papers. Tell them to come. Hey, let them come here. What is the problem? Everybody, plus even I think President Museveni, I think. I don't know whether he also passes there, I don't know. But I know he clears most of these members of parliament, all their papers. Yes. And that's why I go through. They clear. So now you go to newspapers, authoritatively talk about my papers, which you even don't know. It's a pity.
In the time you have followed the politics of Zimbabwe,
yes,
have you ever sat with Ssekikuubo, first of all, before coming to active
I told
politics?
him, I said, "Code, I still have a recording here. I can even give it to you." I said, why don't you sit down? Because you can no longer go anywhere. You are ashamed to yourself. And he said, I said, you want 30 years? That's an abuse. We are abusing the people again when we have come. I went to the bush when I was 17 years. There are things that actually took us to the bush to fight. You come back after 43 years and you find what you fought for is still happening in your own area. In Lwemiyaga, when you meet 10 people in the morning, 7 are going to court for the court hearing with their member of parliament over land grabbing. And the 3 are looking for service delivery outside the district, outside the county. So this is the daily thing. So
if some things have gone wrong for 25 years, will the 5 years be enough for you to correct it?
Uganda, things had gone wrong for so many years. But if you see Uganda today, do you know why there are no people who can fight war in Uganda? Because almost everybody has something to protect. So all these buildings you are seeing, it's not for an individual person. You tell them to go and fight. These ones, you cannot go. Because they have something to protect. Things had gone wrong for so many years in Uganda, but things have been collected in these few years. So it's never too late to do the right thing. It is never too late to do the right thing. That's what I have written on my posters. Yes.
So, just from your political lens, how are you seeing the country?
Let me tell you, there are only a few things that we need to tackle. For example, the issue of youth. So you see, so many people talk about employment. Employment is not an issue. Even in China, where I have been, it is difficult to employ all those youth that come out of the school. But if, for example, you can now have intentional border markets. All these neighboring countries get food from here. Why don't we have border markets? And all these youths go to sell that food. Go to exchange those currencies, change the money, the dollars with that. If we have a border market in Arua, in Kasese, in Kabare, in down in North Tanzania, in Bukanga, in Mutukura, in all these Busia and your areas, and we have intentional market. This is how, for example, China developed. They built all these, where there was industrial areas, on the sea, so that from the factory to the ship, and it persuaded most of the people. So if we can first start with that food. We have, for example, livestock market. These Congo people eat our food, eat our cows. If you find them in Arua, they come every day to look for food. They don't have anything to eat. So there are things, the small scale industries. Okay, small scale industries. Things, small industries that can help the youth and develop. If the youth, for example, in my area, I gave them, recently I gave my youth, a group of youth, I gave them a block making machine. And I want them to have an agreement with the district that everything they are going to build in every financial year, let them be the ones to supply the blocks. For example, we are going to commission our road, tamaking, from Zimbabwe to Kabamba to Mubende. Let the youth have, even if they don't have the contract, they can subcontract to do even the Mfureji, the small bridges, the what, or supply the bricks and pavers. And then you see how much you have. Then you don't have any quarrel with the government. So long as the income is bigger than the expenditure, then we will not have any problem. And this is what we should fight for.
When you talk about income, there is a great inequality, especially among the employed and the unemployed, even those who are employed.
I want to take example of Chiruhura. Chiruhura gets about 1 billion liters of milk every day. And it's the youth. You see tanks and tanks and tanks of milk coming in. And you don't have this problem of unemployment. Chiruhura, even if you're selling 800 shillings per liter, that means 800 million every day in the pockets of peasants alone. If you see in Lwemiyaga, they have a lot of maize. But if you can build cooperatives and stores to store maize, a lot of maize, and we call people to come and buy in bulk, and it's there, and we open up these roads, and people have that money in there, then you will have solved the bigger problem of employment. Yes. So those are simple things that are lacking, that we can do to help on unemployment. We cannot, this government cannot employ. Today, if you know how many people graduate, how many students graduate every day, nobody can employ them. But we have to look for an alternative on how they can do. Yes, how they can work for themselves. That's why it was an intentional plan of having a technical school in every Gomborora. So that people even who don't have school fees to finish, but they can learn something to use their hands.
Why did this all take too long to? What you speak is something that would have done several years ago.
Yes. Implementers, those Ssekikuubos. People who discuss them on parliament and who monitor them to be implemented in their villages. Those are the ones who died.
And the parliament you're coming to, the critics of this government have really called it a rubber stamp of government. President Museveni.
Yada baba. No. It's because they are people who are not serious. Why should you bring people to go and fight in parliament? Fighting. You see people like Ssekikuubo, some of them, they have got degrees, but they are not exposed to anything. They have not gone out to see how other countries are working. And it is very dangerous to get a degree from Lwemiyaga. You were born in Lwemiyaga, studied there. You only crossed to Rwera, coming to Makere to graduate, and you went back. You have never gone. You may find the passport expired, or he doesn't even have.
For 25 years that he has been in
I have never had him going outside the country.
Not even in Kenya?
You need to go and see what other people do. That's why you are going to have a problem in globalization. Free movement of people when they come here. The Somalis and the Eritreans have taken up the jobs here because they have traveled, they have seen, and they are bringing in their money, and they are taking money outside of this country. But the youth, what they are doing, our youth are not doing it. I want to tell you that the day President Museveni will not be in this country, that's when you would even want to leave that radio and go home.
General, are you not...
I am telling you, if you see how authoritatively people talk about issues of leadership, they think it is a simple thing. No, it's not. And you can see there is when a country is there for an individual. If you see this UPDF without Museveni, they can also be like UNLA. But there is somebody who can say no. That's why at most of the time these people, whoever they were going to demonstrate, this opposition, they could first ask whether President Museveni is around, because he's the one who can say, please don't kill them, leave them.
Hey.
So President Museveni is, I don't know, people should talk about it, but may have not seen any other person. Maybe young people are coming up. But these old ones, Chagurani, Mazuma,
So what could be the best solution, supposing...
But the solution for what? Do we need that solution now?
Honorable,
no.
General,
let me tell you, systems will build themselves. The party which is there will have a leader in future.
Not now.
For example, if we have, for example, General Muhoozi as our next guarantor of national and personal security, you can see how he's controlling. He has fought corruption in UPDF. It had started now to enter. He's silencing it. What we had failed to build when we were there for all these years, he's building now the biggest headquarters in Uganda here. They are finishing up down the hospital.
In Mbuya.
In Mbuya. The hospital had delayed there, I don't know for how many years. He's finishing it and is going to start to operate. He has gone to all these operations the way they are being run. You can hear some silence. That means that there is somebody in charge. Then we are happy for what is happening for us who know actually the circles of the military. Me, for example, I for one, I'm happy. At least tackle anybody, other people, other departments can be corrupt, but not the army.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, thank you very much. The key word is the system will take care of itself. And I've been with General Emmanuel Rwashande, retired UPDF officer who joined active politics of recent and has become one of the biggest problem in Zimbabwe district. When I say problem, literally, I'm not saying you are a problem there, but you are the topic, especially in Zimbabwe and to the country Recently, I was speaking to someone in Soroti, and the person was telling me, oh, we need a Rwashande here. So I was like, who is Rwashande? Who is this Rwashande?
Is it me?
Why don't you help people in Soroti?
I will go there. I am telling you, we shall go everywhere. Because we see, when recently I heard the President Museveni talking about strategic security. Strategic security means development. All sectors, air circles, so that we are able to compete with East Africa, at least. You hear now in Tanzania, they have started this railway.
This is the gauge railway.
The standard gauge railway. Yes. That it is no longer necessary for me to drive from Mbarara or live in Kampala in order to work in Kampala. It takes only 30 minutes to jump on a train, come here, do my work in the evening, go back. Everybody park his car at the railway station. You know? That from Arua to Kigali takes only 45 minutes. Because we have seen these things. This is where we're going. That competition, the parliament that is coming in today, it supports that competition in all villages. First, to make sure that before we even attack our people safe, do they have all these circles of security, health security, education security, land security, and everything? Have we done our infrastructure development that is necessary? The basic needs of human beings. Then we go at how are we lagging behind it? Because even of Tanzania, we know Kenya has a bigger budget than us. Tanzania is now coming up. Rwanda, you hear, they are talking about Rwanda. I think Rwanda, they are talking about cleanliness, but not, they also don't have. But Uganda. And this is parliament. President Museveni needs a parliament that can assist him to implement, to pass policies and implement them. Yes, this is where we're going. This is my effort. Okay.
All right, the conversation will continue. We shall be having General Rwashande overtime once in a while. That is if we get him again. But for now, we shall keep it at this pace as we let him continue with the pursuit for the liberation of the people of Uganda. Next time we shall have a conversation on maybe political tolerance.
Of Lwemiyaga first.
Of Lwemiyaga first, yes. Of course, because looks like it is a heated campaigns there. But anyway, we wish him well. Thank you very much for following. My name is Daniel Mugoya. Nice time.